Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Commodity TV. Today is the second day of Mines and Mannen here in London, and I have the pleasure and honor to speak to Ralph Rushton, the President and CEO of Aftermath Silver. Ralph, good morning. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Not too bad. Thank you very much. Thanks for having the time
Pleasure.
for this interview.
Yep.
So, Aftermath Silver, what's going on in the company? Please give me an overview about your company.
Well, I'd say the biggest news in recent months has been the injection of capital by Eric Sprott into the company, which was a $15 million private placement, which is allowing us now to move forward into 2025 with the certainty that we can fund the engineering studies that we're doing at the moment.
Wow, okay. So where are your projects located?
Our key project is in Peru. It's the Berenguela project. It's a very unusual silver, copper, manganese deposit. Manganese brings with it some technical challenges. The metallurgy is never easy, but there's been a lot of innovations in metallurgy recently that are allowing us to move the project forward. Manganese has huge utility now in the battery industry, so that's where we're sort of aiming to get to. So we want to produce silver, copper, and battery-grade manganese.
Wow, so critical metals
Exactly.
the whole world needs, right?
Yeah. Silver and copper, I think everybody's familiar with the investment case and also the industrial uses of those two metals. Manganese is known in some circles as the forgotten metal. But it's vital for the modern electric vehicle industry.
Cool. So you said it's in Peru. The other projects are in Chile, right?
We have two projects in Chile. We haven't done any work on them recently. Working in Chile is much more expensive than working in Peru.
Exactly.
It's almost double the cost. So for us, the most advanced project we have is Berenguela. That's what's captured the interests of the big investors. And that's what we're focused on.
Are there any majors around you in Peru at this project?
There's a lot of large mines in that part of the world in southern Peru. We're fairly close to Arequipa, and that's a real mining hub. I mean, if you fly into Arequipa, the baggage hall is covered in posters for the mining industry. So it's as mining friendly as you can hope to get in that part of the world.
Okay. And in terms of infrastructure, is also everything around?
The project is about 5 kilometers from a rail line, a road, and a power line. So all the critical infrastructure we need is there.
Okay.
It's at 4,200 meters altitude. It's privately held land. So touch wood, we've had no issues working there.
Okay. In case of the resource, do you have an NY 43-101 resource there?
We do. The measured indicated category is around 108 million ounces. And we have an additional 20 or 30 million in inferred.
Okay.
I'm not allowed to add those numbers together under BCSC rules.
And
it also contains substantial copper, zinc, and a very large manganese resource, which is where we've had to put most of the technical focus.
So 2024 is almost over. What have you done at this project? What did you achieve?
I think the biggest achievement was advancing the metallurgy, certainly in the laboratory scale, to the point where we produced a very high purity manganese sulfate, which is the key commodity for the battery manufacturers.
100%.
And at the same time, we demonstrated that we can, certainly on the lab scale, we can produce silver and copper as well with good recoveries. So what we're doing now is we're doing the engineering to scale that up to a commercial production level.
Okay. So would it be an open pit or underground?
Yes, open pit.
Open pit scenario.
Open pit. It's on top of a hill. It's very easy access. It's easy mining. The rock is not particularly hard. We believe the strip ratio will be very, very low as we move the project forward.
Okay. Are you still doing metallurgical tests?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. As I say, the trick is scaling it up. We've got to get from the production levels of a few kilograms up to production levels of hundreds of kilograms or tons, to get to a point where we can give the battery manufacturers a commercial size sample for them to run their test work on.
100%. And now you are very lucky because you have a lot of money in the bank. So what's your goal for next year?
Our goal for next year is to actually complete a PEA level study and move into pre-feasibility. Assuming the economics are positive, we would then move into pre-feasibility level engineering.
Nice. When can we expect the first news about that?
We are hoping mid-2025 for completion of the PEA. But it's complex. We have site layout, environmental, the plant design, the metallurgy. So it's a complex document, and it's going to take a while.
It's going to be busy then for you, right?
It is going to be busy, and thanks to our key investor, we have the funding that we need to actually be able to do the work, bring in the consultants that we need, and basically do the job properly. Yeah.
And we just need a little bit better silver price, and then the mood is getting better again, right?
We do, and we tend to trade with the silver price. So silver goes up, aftermath goes up.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more to the story that we need to try and communicate to the retail investors, and particularly the multi-commodity nature of the project.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good time for silver investors. It's going to be a good time for you as a silver company.
Well, I was just talking to one of your countrymen about 5 minutes ago who was telling me for sure silver's going to $50 next year.
I will take it for sure.
Yeah. I tried to ask him when that was going to happen, but he wasn't. He wasn't biting.
I would also get the information.
Yeah.
No, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks.
It's a very interesting company, and also for our investors. If you need more information, just come back to us. Check out the company. Aftermath Silver is a good silver play, so check out. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from London.